Hey folks, welcome to week 3. This week we are continuing obviously our focus on the research process, and the focus will be more on the developing and interacting with your own research process, reflecting on that, perfecting it, all that kind of stuff. So that's what the focus will be. The reading for the week is from Ballinger, from The Curious Researcher, pages 32 to 48. And it talks about developing a working knowledge of things, refining your subject, narrowing your subject, asking good questions, as well as reading rhetorically. And I think that's kind of an important one to consider here when you're looking at the articles that you'll be reviewing, reading those for. Well, you'll be looking all at as much at what these articles mean, at the content of what they're saying, as well as how they say it. It's an interesting thing a good thing to pay attention to as well, because when you look at how another person structures their writing, it can help you to structure your own writing. And that might be something we'll discuss more in depth next week in our discussion. But for this week, I really wanted to focus in the discussion on your own research process. So I've asked you to tell us about your research process, to reflect upon that, talk about choosing your topic, what strategies you're using to develop your working knowledge, and to narrow your focus, and also the questions that are driving your research and how you're developing those questions. I also want you to share the challenges that you're facing as you research, if you have any. Feel free to share those with us. Maybe we can help one another to develop in that sense. Now, I'd like you to post your initial reply to this with your initial reply by Thursday, by midnight Thursday, and then by midnight Sunday, you'll want to reply to your classmates with comments of at least 75 words. It would be nice if you could respond to each other's posts, and then once you have that initial response, then respond back to each other, so we get kind of a conversation going on. You're building knowledge, constructing knowledge together. So that would be really cool. So again, initial response to the discussion board by midnight Thursday, and then the final comments due by midnight Sunday. Also, for your preparation this week, I wanted you to take a look at the guidelines for the research proposal, which is due at the end of next week, and begin cranking that proposal out. It's something that we'll share with each other, that you'll share with each other in discussion board next week. You can comment on each other's posts. You'll have an opportunity to refine those a little, perhaps, as you work towards your final research paper. So that's kind of just a rundown for the week. I'll have the reflection posted by week's end, so you can look back at the work that you've done for the week and look forward to some things that you can do in the future. If you have questions about anything, please feel free to let me know. My inbox is always open.